us start with our second video of our C programming problem series. So what the question wants us to do? It wants us to check whether the number is divisible by 11 or not. So before starting with our code explanation, let us do some maths first. Let us see when a number is said to be divisible by 11. We say that the number is divisible by 11 when the sum of digits at the even places and the odd places have a difference which is either divisible by 11 or 0. So now we will make our own function, or you can say a user defined function with arguments but no return value. Now we will ask the user for an input, and if the user makes an input, we will be needing something to store the value. So we will declare a variable and we will send the value to the address of the variable with the help of scanf function. So why did we take a long int kind of variable? Because it helps us to take a wider range of values, as you can see in the table. Now we will call the function. After the user inputs the number, we will want that the control must shift to the function definition we have done. So we will call the function test_num. So a number is said to be divisible by 11 when the digits at the even places and the odd places have a difference which is either divisible by 11 or 0. So how we will extract the digits of the number and store it to a different variable? Let us see. So let us assume a number 518. So how we will get its last digit? We will be using modulo operator, which will divide the number by 10 and get its remainder. So here the remainder will be 8. So how we will get the other digits of the number? So for this I will be dividing the number by 10. So if we divide 518 by 10, we get 51. And I want that this loop must keep on repeating. I want that 51 must go again into that S1 variable, and that S1 variable extract the number 1 for me, which is the second digit. What will I do now? I will be putting the statements into a while loop. I want that the code must keep executing till n does not become 0. So for this I will assign a condition to the while loop, that is n greater than 0. So till now we have not summed the digits, so we will be doing a bit manipulation in our code. So I will write s1 plus equal to n modulo 10 in place of s1 equal to n modulo 10. And I will also initialize the s1 variable from 0 so that there is no stored value from before. With just one s1 variable, our work can't be done because we need the sum of digits at the even places and the odd places. So we will initialize one more variable, that is s2 equal to 0. And let us take an example of a number 1749. Let us see how the code works upon it. So modulo operator will get applied on 1749. With this we will get its last digit, that is 9. 9 will be added to 0 because we have initialized the s1 variable from 0, and then the division operator will get applied on 1749, which will give us 174. Now this 174 value will get stored in n, and then again the s2 variable will be acting upon it. So with this we get 4 plus 0, because we have initialized the s2 variable from 0. And then the 174 get into n divided by 10 operator. So with this we get 17. And have still not became 0. So this loop will carry on. This 17 value we got will be acted upon by the s1 variable. And s1 variable already had one variable stored, that is 9, which we got from the very first running of the loop. And this 9 will get added by 7. And then again, once the initially stored value of n, that is 17, will get operated upon by the division operator. So we will get 1 from it. And then this n will get stored with 1, and then the s2 variable will be acting upon it. And s2 variable had already one value stored, that is 4, which will be added to 1. And then again n will be acted upon by the division operator, but now n have become 0, so the code will stop here. Now we have got the sum s1 and s2. Now we will be using conditional operator to get the difference, because the difference can be negative also. So we have assigned a condition to it, that is s1 greater than s2. If this condition will be true, so then the very next expression to the question mark will be evaluated, or else the last expression will be evaluated. And on whichever will be true, accordingly the value will be stored into the variable k. So now to reach to the final conclusion that the number is divisible by 11 or not, we will be evaluating k. And if the k is greater than 10, we will be calling the function test k. So with this calling, the control will pass to the void test function which we created earlier. And then k will be again evaluated with the while loop. And if k is equal to 0, we will be printing that it is divisible by 11, or else we will print that number is not divisible by 11. The output of the executed code is visible on the screen.